I'll be reviewing 3 Ballistic publishing books. It's kind of like the first one I did, except better and newer books. I'll be talking what's good about them, what's bad, my general opinion of them and everything. Wow. And etc. So I hope you stick around and we'll have some fun. Before I start reviewing the books, I'd like to talk about Ballistic Publishing a bit. They've been around a while now, I think from 2004. And their very first book was Expose. It was a pretty interesting thing when it came out. Everybody's like really excited, was trying to get into it and everything. And it was pretty cool. And now we're in 2006. No, it's been longer than that. So they've had 4 so far in 20 years, so it probably came out in 2002. Yeah, it came out in 2002. Anyway, it's my facts. I'm so good with facts. Anyway, so it was really cool when it came out. Everybody was trying really hard to get into it and it was a lot of fun. But now they've been releasing a lot of books besides Expose. They've released their series of The Artist. And they've done the contest books, which Leah has said it failed. It was to raise money. What else? They've done a lot of other side books, but my personal favorites are the Artist and the Expose editions. Plus the Painter book is really cool. So I hope you enjoy the series. There will be no masked men like the last time. And let's have some fun. Okay, so the first book I'm going to talk about is the Artist digital painting. Actually, it's pretty cool books because if you're interested in digital painting, and there's a lot of cool tutorials that you can see that are written by Linda, Philip, John, and Robert Chang. I've interviewed Robert Chang. It's really cool. You can check out this interview at the CG Cast. I've always wanted to get into digital painting myself, but I've never, I'd say, I don't have the talent. I cannot draw or paint to save my life. It's a really good book. The tutorials are really in-depth. They show from sketch to the final. Some parts just show you how to do, some tutorials only show you to do certain parts, like one of Linda's tutorials only shows you how to do the character's head. Well, another one of her tutorials shows how to do the entire image and explains the background behind it and everything. Also, you can learn a lot about the people like Linda and Philip. There's like a little biography thing where they write about themselves, how they got into it. It's a fun read. You can learn a lot about them because there's a lot that goes behind their work that you would think they just don't go, let's make a cool picture today and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool book. I highly recommend it. It was the first digital art, the Artist book, and it's well worth it. I also love the slipcase thing because it's kind of cool. Well, it's not kind of cool, but it's cool, and it's just great. I highly recommend digital painting, even if you're not into digital painting, because a lot of the artwork in there is very inspiring. And me myself personally, I prefer 2D over 3D, and I do 3D myself. I just rather look at a beautiful 2D image than a 3D. I feel there's more soul into the 2D images. The next book is a Painter. Even if you're not into Painter, even if you've never touched Painter, don't even know what Painter is. Okay, Painter is a program like Photoshop, but it's made by Coral and it's specifically made for painting. You have cool brush effects and stuff like that. It's a bit more powerful in that regard than Photoshop because Photoshop is an all-purpose application. But this book is just so cool. I really like it because the images, it's like an expose version of just 2D images from Painter, and it's so magnificent. It's like one of my favorite books. Like, you have all types of different styles. It's really, really cool. The images are just beautiful. There's like not one bad image in here, and it's like really inspiring. So you can buy it. Even if you don't do 2D yourself, or you're a 3D artist or whatever, even if you're not into the CG, this book is just really beautiful. It's just awesome. I really like it. If you have artist block or anything, you can just look through this book, and then a lot of inspiration will just come out. I really highly recommend this book. It's just so great. It's because like the other books normally have a bit of 3D mixed in, and 3D is more about the technicality of stuff. When you look at 3D, you say, oh look, there's a GI, look, there's a SSS, blah blah blah. And you don't really go into the image, but here it's like looking at a painting. It's just really good. Oh, this book is just wonderful. It's just so full of imagination, it's more artistic. It's just great. I really highly recommend this book. I got the softcover edition because I could not afford the leather edition. And plus, it's leather, so I'm a starving student, so it's the same to me. The next book is concept art. This book is also very 2D based, but it would have more of a connection with the 3D people also, because 3D artists use a lot of concept art to make their scenes and models and stuff like that. This book is pretty cool. The editors in it are George Hall, Andrew Jones, Nicolas Bouvier, I hope I'm saying his name right, and Victor Antonov. It's a really cool book. It's like the digital painting where more concept artists. This book and the digital painting are quite similar, but there's a few subtle differences that change it a lot. Here's also, it's full of tutorials, step by step how it's made, a lot of artist galleries and things like that, and also talks about the artist and what goes through their minds and stuff like that. It's pretty good, and it concept art is mostly used in movies and like pre-production stuff. It's not really like digital paintings which are like exposed for like the world to see. These are actually for concept art is actually reference for the artist, so they can make another image based off that concept art. It's like mostly used for like 3D artists or prop designers who are going to make, like say the spaceship. The concept artist draws a spaceship and the guys in 3D model the spaceship. So the concept art is not really used in the movies and stuff like that. Actually, I saw one game that actually used concept art in the cinematics, Company of Heroes. They used the concept art and for the cinematics, and I think that was pretty cool. They did it pretty well. It's a lot of cool stuff. This book is really cool. I highly recommend it also, especially if you're in 3D or if you want to be a concept artist. The concept artist is also very imaginative. It's very special. It's just like stuff like, wow, you look at it, wow, I want to do this in 3D, or I want to try and make this in 3D. It's really cool. But there's also a lot of digital painting involved, so this book and the digital painting go hand in hand. It's a pretty cool book, and I really highly recommend it too. And it inspires you also to start drawing and stuff like that. So it's like, wow, I want to make this, I want to try and make this. It's really good, and highly recommend it also. Alright, so here's the conclusion. The books, they're all 2D based that I reviewed, so if you're into 3D you might think, I don't care, but actually it's really worth it. The books are like $60, I'm not really sure, but they're reasonably priced. The leather editions are double the price, so that's a bit scary just for the vanity of having leather, as I said. But I think some of the newer books, the leather editions are gonna have extra stuff in them. Also, if you order the books when they just come out, you can get some posters. I didn't get any posters this time because I wasn't quick enough, but it's all good, so next time a book comes out you can check for that. Also, the shipping was really expensive. For these 3 books to be shipped to Switzerland, it cost over $40. That's almost the price of another book. So if you're gonna buy the books, you gotta be careful about the shipping, because I think it's just way too expensive. I wish Ballistic Publishing could do something to get the shipping a bit cheaper. I don't care if I have to wait longer, but $40 for me is a lot. That's like that's lunch for that. That's a lot of lunch that I lose for that. But on the other note, the shipping is pretty fast. It came surprisingly fast. I think it took like less than a week to come, like 3 or 4 days to come. I was like totally shocked. But I personally wouldn't mind waiting a little while to have cheaper shipping, because I could have got another book if it was a bit cheaper. But in all, I highly recommend all these books, especially the Painter book, because if you ever have some artist block, you can just look through it. It's just so amazing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any comments, questions, you can just send them to me. Check out the CGCast site at www.cgcast.com. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. Oh yes, join my forums. Nobody has joined them, so I'll keep saying it. So start joining it. It's not like the classic forums, it's a different type. It's Web 2.0 type forum. Also, right now, just today, I got the new CGCast chat working again. So it's www.cgcast.com/chat. Yeah, /chat. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to see it, but I don't have binocular vision. So you can chat, and it's really cool. It's a cool system, much better than the first one. You can add your buddies and stuff like that. You can send private messages to each other. It's kind of like an instant messenger thingy chat, all in one, but about CG, where you can talk about CG. Maybe I'll make an off-topic room where we can just chat about nothing. And what else? Yeah. I'll show some. About the Strange Day movie. I've been working really hard on the sketches and everything. I'll show you some sketches right now to show you guys I'm actually working, that the project is not dead. But since there's 76 shots, there's a lot of drawings I have to do for the storyboard, so it might take me a while. But modeling has started in some parts. Yeah, the bus stop is being modeled. I'm going to start over the model of the forest I had started doing, because it's pretty bad, and I changed my idea. I changed the idea for the bridge. The bridge had been modeled, but I completely changed the concept and everything, so that's going to change. So I'll show you what I've drawn so far. Okay, these are what's been drawn so far. This will probably be shot 3 and 5 in the forest. The first forest shot. It's kind of my stylish. It's kind of weird, but it's just to give a rough idea. I'm trying to do like the concept and storyboard into one thing, so that's why they're shaded. And this is the one that I'm currently working on. It's not done yet, but I'm going to stop shading them. I'm just going to do the outlines and just add the shading in Photoshop to save me time and energy. Ja. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, enjoy your weekend. Ciao, peace, bye, adios, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, au revoir. That's about it. Bye.